over. Again, I got to go with Sage just because Mickey Gall isn't a real fighter. Mickey Gall's never fought a professional fighter before. So I don't see how you bet on him. I don't see how you can, because it's he's never fought anybody before. His first fight was against a guy that was a reporter, and then his second fight was against CM Punk. Sage, I don't think is a great, he's obviously not a good fighter either, but at least he's a fighter, at least he's fought a professional before, so I got to go with Sage, but, that's one of the dumbest fights I think that they put together too. I mean, it's not even at the same weight class, it's just, they're just hoping that they can squeeze out a win for either guy because they don't think, and I think that's the UFC's line of thinking, they don't think they can beat anybody else in the UFC either, so why not put them together, even if they aren't even at the same weight class?
There's not a lot of known about both of them. I think it's a good fight. I don't know much about Mickey Gall other than the one fight we've seen him in, but or I guess he's had two. I only saw the one. Sage came to our gym and trained here for a little bit. Real nice kid. He's training with good teams all over, but it seems like he's switching around camps too much. I'm going to take Mickey Gall by submission.
Honestly, rear naked choke Mickey Gall. I think he's going to take him down. Maybe stand with him for a couple minutes in the first round, take him down, and choke him.
Once again, just Sage Northcutt's never impressed me. Since Mickey Gall's recent fights, I am a fan of Mickey Gall, and I think this is another one he can steal the show, and he can be even bigger star by beating Sage Northcutt.
Hell yeah, that's a dope fight. I like Mickey, man. Mickey's a little, he's got a little thug in him. He's talking shit. I go for Mickey for sure.
Poor Sage. He's been put in this terrible position by the UFC to have, that he was forced down everybody's throat, and he was paid more money than he was worth, and he was put out there on all their social media accounts, and it's not his fault, right? The kid's a great athlete who's only got. He really doesn't have the grappling side of the game down yet. So I think Sage loses that fight, and I think everyone will revel in the fact that he loses. And I feel bad for him because all he's doing is taking advantage of the opportunities that are being given to him. And that's what we would all do just because he's so handsome. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but poor kid's getting a lot of hate just for being himself. And, like morally, I want him to do well, but I just don't think he's ready to fight a guy like Mickey.
You know what, Mickey Gall coming into the UFC, I didn't really know, and but as far as after I actually got to go up to Cleveland and watch that fight. Whenever he fought CM Punk, yeah. So I got to sit front row, and I have a lot of respect for him after that fight. So Sage is one of them tricky guys, but I kind of see Mickey Gall kind of coming away with his hand raised.
I think Mickey Gall, Sage Northcutt, no disrespect, but, of course, he's still got a lot of growing to do in some other departments, and Mickey Gall's got all the experience in that department as well, which is jiu-jitsu, and I just feel that, if Mickey Gall doesn't put him down, then, I'd see Sage with more athleticism on top, but, I believe that's what Mickey Gall's going to pressure for. And honestly, I don't care. Whoever wins, that's going to win in that fight. But if it goes to the ground, Mickey Gall, and then if it stands up, I see more slight of a chance with Sage Northcutt.
I think Gall wins it. I think Gall has enough pressure and, close distance. Obviously, more of the range striking would go to Sage Northcutt. But I think Mickey Gall's going to get in his face, going to make it ugly, and as soon as it hits the ground, I think Sage is going to be in some trouble.
I'm going to go with Mickey Gall because Sage Northcutt is a flash in the pan. And not to say that he sucks, but he kind of sucks at groundwork. And the biggest thing that I see is, I deal with this at my own gym, is stupid dads or trophy dads. You have a dad that I want to grab him and shake him and be like, do you understand you're going to break your toy? You're going to break your toy. This is your fault. That he's a grown man now, and whatever you've been feeding that motherfucker I want some too, You can't call bullshit on anybody, but wow, that kid looks like a Ken doll. But all he can do is strike, and his strikes, it really doesn't seem that effective. I've seen him move in the fight. Okay, you beat up like Cheech Marin, good for you. Not that big of a deal. In the one fight, then he lost because of his neck or throat or whatever. I just don't think he's that good. I don't think he's half as good as the hype is, and I think Mickey Gall has a lot to prove, and I think he's better. So I think that Mickey Gall will take that one for sure.